This is Business Monday at the Urban Farmhouse. I'm Craig Forbes with Alpha Omega Wealth Management, and with me today is Terry Thomas of Health Diagnostic Laboratory in Richmond, Virginia as well. And as the name of our series suggests, we are at the Urban Farmhouse in Shockoe Slip in downtown Richmond, Virginia. So Terry, if you would, please tell us a little bit about what Health Diagnostics Laboratories does, or as many people here locally call it, HDL for short.
HDL is an advanced laboratory, clinical laboratory that focuses on risk for cardiovascular disease, diabetes, prediabetes, fatty liver disease. So we have the advanced risk markers that can detect hidden risk, and we also have health coaches, professional health coaches, to help physicians and employer groups manage those risks.
Wow. Okay. So are your clients then the physicians and the caregivers? Are they the actual patients, or are they both?
They're both. Our clients actually, from a physician practice standpoint, are the physician. They order the tests. They work one-on-one with individual clients to reduce risk, along with our health coaches. And and we are now, I think, 46 states, 9,000 physicians utilize our lab. We get about 3,600 samples a day. And so that is the primary model, but our clients now have expanded to health systems, employer groups, large and small, first responder groups, cardiac rehab programs, diabetes programs, because they're wanting to assess risk at a population health level.
Wow. So it sounds like two of your primary focuses include cardiac issues and diabetes-related issues.
Right.
Is that true?
The number one and number two cost drivers in this country, health drivers.
So, Terry, you guys locally have gotten known to be a huge growth story, but tell us how you're a little bit different from some other well-known laboratory companies in the U.S., such as LabCorp or Quest Diagnostics.
They're reference labs, and they don't have the disease management health coaching piece of it. So our risk markers go beyond, and we've developed a very focused panel to assess these risks. We have a very colorful, coded lab report with red, yellow, and green that is easy for providers to understand, as well as patients or participants. And then we've got the disease management or health coaching piece to help coach folks through those risks.
Gotcha. So the idea is all about making it easy for people to understand and actually do something with when they get it.
Actionable, exactly.
Very actionable items.
Exactly.
Okay. So, Terry, tell us who your founders are and why Richmond? What brought them to Richmond? What caused them to be here? And what is your strategic role in that company?
Okay. Our founders are Tanya Mallory, Russ Warnick, Dr. Joe McConnell, and Satya Rangarajan. And Tanya and Russ had worked at a prior company together, an advanced lab company, and they were planning to build a second lab in Richmond, Virginia. So they got together along with the other two co-founders and founded the lab right here in Richmond. My role is I am clinical director of our strategic initiatives team, which deals with the large employer groups, which deals with health systems, cardiac rehab programs, and those sorts of things.
So you actually focus on the caregivers a lot and helping them work with the patients they're going to work with.
Right. We do. And then employer groups, because of the rising costs in healthcare premiums and the state of the union in terms of health in this country and the rising tide of diabetes, you know, they're really wanting to have a much higher level of risk assessment rather than, say, for instance, a finger stick cholesterol that you get in a wellness program.
So you guys are really focused on helping people in general have a healthier lifestyle. And you know, today's interviews that we're having are all about going into the holidays and having a healthy holiday season. Do you guys have anything specific that you're thinking about or doing to help people think about have a great holiday season, but make it a healthy holiday season?
You know, there's quotes that the average person gains, 5 to 7 pounds between Thanksgiving and New Year's. It's all about strategic, planning on an individual level or a corporate level in terms of, maintain, not gain. So from the health coaching perspective, they're going to work one-on-one with individuals or maybe lectures at an employer-based group. But we've got national webinars about healthy eating for the holidays, resolutions for life. So how to stratify, to strategically move those forward.
And you're providing those webinars to companies, to their employees, as well as to the caregivers.
As well as to the individual patients and practices. So anyone that has an HDL test done has access to all of our webinars, our patient portal, all the resources and tools that we have.
Okay. Well, here's another interesting thing, Terry. So let's talk a little bit about the HDL business. As I like to say, you either had to be brain dead or in a coma if you've lived anywhere near Richmond, I mean within hundreds of miles, not to know about the success story of this company that you're part of, which is really exciting for all your employees. It's a fun team. So tell us a little bit about just how fast HDL has grown. How big are you today? In particular, how many employees do you have today?
The company was founded in 2008, and they opened for business on November 2009 with really the owners and just a couple of employees. When I arrived last August, there were 260 employees. We are now at 570. So in that short 3 years, the growth has been, exponential.
And without giving away any proprietary information, it'd be safe to say on the revenue side, you've exceeded several $100 million in revenue as well.
Tanya exceeded her 5-year business plan, I think the founders in 10 months, I believe is what she said.
So, I've listed a couple other labs that are well known nationally. Are there other competitors that you guys have here locally that are doing anywhere near the kinds of things you guys are doing?
No one locally. There are a few other advanced lab companies scattered around the United States, but not with the kinds of resources that we have.
Well, this has been another great interview, really fantastic with Terry of Health Diagnostics Labs in Central Virginia. I'm Craig Forbes of Alpha Omega Wealth Management, signing off.